And back here live, CRS 2025 rolls on here at the Omni Hotel, and it's not defrosted outside yet, but I cannot wait till it falls out with some sunshine coming out here too. KKTC, True Country, 99.9, and out there at the sportsguyspodcast.com. It's a grand slam of music and sports, and some of them, hey, we just grabbed. It's on the schedule tomorrow. We just put them in today because we're trying to get so many before 5 o'clock today. Coverage continue. Maddie Riccardo, how you doing?
Oh, I'm so well. How are you?
We made it here in one piece, and I just tell people after last night's fiasco of flights and things like that were going on, it's just good to be here in person.
I'm so glad you were able to make it.
For a second there, I would email back and say, nope, day one will not happen, but we followed through on the promise. I want to thank all the great airline workers out there and the pilots, because just to get here last night, seeing the snowfall was a pretty scene too at the same time. But man, it was crazy with this, because we've been here before when it's cold, but we've never been here when it's snowing.
Oh, and what are the odds that, of course, happens during CRS?
I'm waiting for them to, and I still love being here with the event, but I'm like, can we do that? 2 years ago, it was in March. Can we just move it to March?
Like middle of March, it's not going to be bad. I like that idea.
I'm all for that too, because like I said, you never know when you get the dates, nor do I have any decision when the dates are going to happen. But hey, if it was up to me, I would definitely say more springtime weather too. Tell me what's up with you. We're in the first quarter of this new year, and a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Tell me about it.
Well, I'm gearing up to release 2 singles. I'm going to do in March for my first single, and then we do a Band-Aid after that around May. So I'm very excited, fresh to kind of starting out, releasing, building that fan base up, getting on the socials, doing the singing.
I love it. I love your voice, and love just all the great music out there. You just have that really, I say, pristine, that really kind of cool, calm, really easy voice to listen to, and the music that I've heard so far, and I can't wait to play it on the stations out there too to get more. I love the storytelling. Talk about just growing up, the upbringing, and the influences that really will kind of hit you the most.
Yeah, so I grew up around music. My dad was always singing and playing guitar, up on Bruce Springsteen specifically. Big Adele lover. And I just gravitated towards writing naturally as a kid. I would rewrite music songs. Weirdest thing. I would write my own. And I don't know, there's just beauty in telling stories, and it allows people to feel. And feeling understood.
Beautiful thing about country music too is there's so much talent out there, even in this city today, because at every corner somebody's playing a bar and dive and playing, like I said, sometimes tips and a beer that you can drink and all that good stuff, and getting their music out there, because this town is no shortage of singers and songwriters out there too. And you know, for this female movement now, this has got to really motivate you, because I interview more females on this broadcast than I do male artists. It just happens that way. It's how it's lined out. But I think it's badass, because you have so many people, not just Lainey doing her thing, but Ella Langley and so many people right behind them that are just really kicking ass. How does that motivate you as a female artist?
Oh, it just makes you feel like your dream is like even more tangible, right? Like, love Ella Langley, love seeing what she's doing. Yeah, it just makes it feel a little bit more real.
Talk about some of the struggles. That's the dark side, I guess people don't see sometimes, because you've got to have the right teams, the right managers, the right coaches, the right people to put you in a really kind of a situation out there where you can be even more successful, not just with the songs, but with, like you said, the social media aspect and so much more out there too. How important that is, because some fans don't see obstacles in this business.
Yeah, no, my biggest obstacle is definitely myself on social media. It's just something I've always struggled with. I've never naturally wanted to be posting photos and videos. That's the only way these days that your music can get heard. So it's kind of like getting out of your head and saying, is this good enough? Are they going to hate it? Are you going to get certain comments? You just kind of got to get past that fear. That what do you love more? You'd rather not posting about it at this point.
90s country has always been big for me, because growing up on it, and I'm in my 40s now, look back and start going, man, so glad my town, like Beaumont, Texas, where I came from down there, because you had Mark Chestnut, Tracy Byrd, and George Jones, and of course, just so many of the greats come through there, that Clay Walker, that did the thing, follow the dreams in country music, and it was 3/4 of the truth. Were you a fan of that era? And then 2, how much are you getting into Zach Tops and the Randall Kings and the Riley Greens and the people that really try to bring it back?
Yeah, love 90s. I've had actually a lot of people be like, hey, you could definitely do the 90s country.
Oh, you could.
All right, maybe I will. I do love like Zach Pop and bringing that back. I think it's important because it's hard to country pop, right? Like I totally agree with the whole country's not country anymore at certain points. Taking it back. So I do love that stuff. But I don't have music for sure. So how country can I be? Like I can't fake an accent over here.
No, and speaking of that too, can I ask you a Philadelphia Phillies fan? Okay, so you're not in top of sports because I say France sports same time too. So tough seeing the Eagles win.
I like them better than the Chiefs, so I'm pretty happy. And I knew they were going to kill. I knew it. I think the Eagles were really going to do really well.
I had the Eagles by 7, but not by 18. It was a blowout. It was so much of a one-sided game. I think about the third quarter, I lost interest in it.
I was going to say, can we agree it got kind of boring?
Well, being a former high school coach, I actually coached against Jalen Hurts with him years back when he was in high school. So we got
No way.
to coach against him at the school I was at called Westbrook High School down in Beaumont, where I paved my way. Jalen was in Chandler, Texas, which is not even an hour down the road. We played him. We knew the guy would get stuck.
You knew?
Just kind of knew they had the DNA, that athlete that just kind of pops out and just kind of there for it too. You mentioned that the Cowboys thing, and I'll say this, like it's been a source of for years, but now new head coach, new regime coming in. Is the problem still Jerry Jones?
I don't know. I have to ask my dad about this. He's like the biggest Cowboys fan, and let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. Don't watch the Cowboys play. I'm solely only a fan because my dad is.
That's all good. You wear the colors.
And all my brothers are against the Cowboys, so I was like, I can't let my dad be alone. I have to be a fan as well.
I'm an Arizona Cardinal fan. I'm just going to love it out there in Scottsdale. Picked up the team years back, but I tell you this, I just love the fact that the Cardinals are on their way up right now. And it's like what to do now with football being over, baseball's about to begin. I'm a huge Astros fan, so it's kind of cool just to watch baseball and kind of go to the next step because I think tying it in, sports music, there's so much of the integrated. For you on a wish list, would it be performing on the Opry, singing the national anthem at one of the big stadiums out there? Tell me more about that.
Dream is definitely Opry within the next 2 years. I put that down as a manifestation goal, like 2 years at the Opry. If you would have told me last year I'd be at CRS, I'd be like, no. Just like a stepping stone. I'm like, hold on, like anything's possible, you know? So Opry within the next 2 years and national anthem, I would definitely love to do at a big game. That's scary. That's like a song you don't want to mess up.
Well, I tell you what, she ain't gonna mess up too much. She's got one of the purest voices in the pop country genre out there too. She can easily do Maddie. It is fantastic. Maddie Riccardo here on the program. More to come here again. KKTC True Country 99.9. Of course, out there at the Sports Guys Podcast.com. More rolls on here. Appreciate you being here.
I appreciate it.
Got it. Maddie Riccardo here. More to come here, and I think Skip Ewing is coming here at some point. Stay tuned for more out there in the radio land. We'll see you soon.